Welcome to the Stars and Cards Lounge.
You guys, I'm Elena from Searchlight Tarot. Welcome in.
And I'm Eric from E Astrology. How you feeling?
Today? Solar eclipse day. A little nervous. I'm like, I don't know what to expect. But we are in Virgo season. Yay! The cheerleaders, Virgos.
Virgo's in the house.
We got a Virgo in the house. Yes, we do.
Yes, it's my season. I love it.
Happy Virgo season. Wishing all the Virgos out there beautiful birthday blessings. But let us talk about today and what we have going on this week. So what I like to do is I like to pull up some oracles for the messages Source wants to talk about for the week. And Eric's going to go over the planetary action, and we're going to put it together, and then we're going to move on to some other fun topics. So you guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to let the oracles fly out and how Source wants us to see them and what they want me to feel for all of us. This is for everyone. And, you know, with this big solar eclipse day, there's a lot of things coming down right now for change, for illumination, I feel. Let's go ahead and get started.
And this is from the 24th to the 31st, all right?
Mm-hmm.
This week.
What would you like to say to everyone right now, Source, about the week? What messages? Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. 2 cards. Perfect. Underneath the deck is the magic stream. I have flying, and then they gave me slow and steady. Well, you know, this is what I feel from this. I feel that Source right now is saying that things right now are teaching everyone that we need to keep moving ourselves forward towards the things in life that we truly want. The solar eclipse today is bringing a lot of illumination and giving everybody a new sense of power about what they want to go towards. But in order to get to your magic stream, whatever you truly want in life for your own happiness, your wish fulfillment, everything in life takes time. And we can keep jumping, we can keep leaping, but as long as we keep in the right direction, the right path with the illumination that we need, Source wants me to tell everybody that a new chapter is waiting for all of you. That you need not carry what you've been through behind you. You need not realize that everything we go through is to teach us about our own strength and courage. And I feel right now is a time for everyone during this big solar eclipse day to day and into Virgo season to keep slow and steady. But at the same time, as long as you keep moving towards what you want in life, what makes you think it can't happen?
I love it. That's so true. You know.
And what is the planetary action going on for the week, Eric?
Well, this week we start off with the solar eclipse at 0 degrees, squaring Uranus and Gemini. So during this week, we're going to have the Virgo moon, and the Virgo new moon and the solar eclipse, the Libra moon and the Scorpio moon. But right off the bat, we've got Uranus squaring the sun and moon. And so I want everybody to breathe, be very conscious of your breath, ground your body in physical nature, get outside and walk. Talk to the trees and plants if you feel inclined. Nothing wrong with that, right? I'll talk to a tree in a minute. As a hip hop New York kid, I'm into it. But really, you got to calm your nervous system. Uranus squaring the sun and moon, the squares, that's a 90-degree angle in astrology, Elena, and it's a very challenging aspect. So sometimes massaging the back of the neck can really help. You know, maybe taking a bath, Epsom salt bath, put shungite, your crystals in the bathtub. But just really, just like Elena said, slow and steady. Another thing we're going to kind of see with these energies, we're getting ready on September 1st, right? We're going to the 31st this week. September 1st, Saturn re-enters Pisces to February 20th, 2026. So definitely, we got to make sure we're mindful of our boundaries and our spiritual practices and discipline. Do the best you can. Don't beat yourself up, and let's just retire from negative self-talk, especially Virgos. Be kind to yourself, people.
You know, and boundaries really are also about our own boundaries. And, you know, I do talk about this in my readings, but we have to remember that we have to take care of ourselves. And right now, I think with this eclipse action, I know that whenever we go through eclipse action, it really is a trying time. Just thank goodness it's not during a retrograde like the last one. That was just horrific.
Too much.
So that's behind us, but let's be open and let's just accept this new energy around everyone with more optimism and keep going towards the things in life that you want. But it really is slow and steady right now. But as long as you keep moving forward and you have your own belief system, there's a lot of beautiful chapters that are waiting to begin. You guys, it's really moving forward, but at the same time, making sure every step you take is going to be what's going to make you a better person.
And we got to have compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for ourselves first, but then extend it out to others. And when you're out in public, does it hurt to smile at a stranger, give somebody a compliment, nice shirt, nice purse, nice dress? Your hair looks.
You know what? You know what's so sad is that the world has turned so poorly, and that when you do say, I actually was at my nail shop about a month ago, and I had told an older woman, I said, I just love those jeans and her shoes, and she looked at me like I was really weird, and then I said, they look awesome, and she goes, oh, and then she started talking to me. But it's so unusual for people to say, you look fantastic, I love your hair, I like that shirt, because they think we're weird.
They don't even know how to react to the compliment, right?
Right? They're like, who do they want?
Yeah, we got to just be nicer to one another, people. Definitely be nicer.
To everybody.
So listen, enjoy this week, and just remember that you also want to have peace and harmony in your relationships. And guess what? No more. Don't let people take advantage of you or manipulate you. So like Elena said, slow and steady, and we're walking into this new energy with this eclipse. It's a new beginning, and it's time for the new you.
Yeah, and I do want to talk about this, and a lot of people don't understand it, but by protecting our own energy and not letting people do this to you, this is about you staying in an essence of your own inner strength. Meaning, I get attacked all the time, not all the time, but quite often on YouTube. And I'm in my own bubble of what I know I'm doing is right and good. And when you get in that energy, really nothing can enter your own force field. So even if somebody comes at you and they attack you in some way, you just stay in your own energy of knowing that you are in the right energy of higher vibration, higher light. Don't fight back, don't attack back, but learn to draw a line in your own sand.
And if they mess with you, tell them Auntie Elena and Uncle Eric
I'm coming after them.
Handle them.
Let me get out my spell book. Wait a minute.
Listen, you tell them, why don't you meet us at the Stars and Cars Lounge and let's see what happens.
That's right. You just send them my way. I'll take care of those people for you. I'm just joking.
So, hey, do you want to talk about each sign and give them a little?
You know what? I think that's great. I think we should start with Virgo. So I'm going to say, we're going to go over all the astrological signs. And now in this lounge, we would like all of you to leave us questions, bring up topics that you would like us to go over, whether it be love, career. We will look at all the comments, all the questions, and then the next episode, if we choose to use your questions and stuff, we will bring it up and mention you, and we'll start answering them. So this is your lounge, it's our lounge, we're all a happy family, and let's be together. And we are going to be going live once a month, who knows, maybe twice, we don't know yet, but we're going to welcome you in, and I will do tarot readings, and I will take your questions and answers.
So fun.
Yeah, so we're going to do this really fast, and this is what, from me, Searchlight Tarot, Elena, from my own life experience, what I love about every sign. And Eric's going to do his real fast, and we're just going to whiz through it because we all need to feel appreciated. So let's start with Virgos. This is what I love about Virgos. Virgos are very meticulous to a certain degree. Virgos overthink everything, but at the same time, they look at their own actions before they start pointing the finger at everybody else. And it takes Virgo a minute to finally realize, wait a minute. So, this is what I love about you Virgos. You truly are, to me, the universal cheerleaders, because you cheer other people on, and then you kind of look at yourself and you beat yourself up a little bit too much. But at the same time, you don't even realize how much help you do to other people by spreading your own love and light and wisdom. And what I would say to you from me to you is love yourself and know you're beautiful, and that stop beating yourself up so much. You're beautiful. You really are beautiful people. We can go round and round and round in a great conversation. Yeah. I love talking to Virgos.
I love that. Well, Virgos, I'm talking to you because I'm a Virgo.
She's a Virgo.
Right? I'm talking to me too. Double what she said about, stop being overly critical of yourself and others. We destroy ourselves 1,000 times before we do point our finger out. And we have to retire from negative self-talk. That's the big E Astrology mantra. Be kind to yourself. But also, sometimes we over worry. We get super stressed because we're like predicting outcomes and thinking of this and thinking that. And when you can retire from that and ground in earth and nature and really breathe and meditate, Virgos, life becomes so much easier, and you got to be able to smell the roses and give yourself credit. Virgos,
A lot of credit.
sometimes we don't see our own magic, like she said, and that's something we got to start working on. So let this eclipse and this week of the 24th to the 31st be your introduction to the new Virgo living.
Libras, I love you. And I have been doing your readings now all these years on YouTube, and I read the comments. But Libras, you are beautiful. And the thing that bothers me a little bit about Libras, what bothers me and what I love is that you tend to lean towards a little bit of the negative sometimes, when all reality is you have your inner beauty and balancing the scales and fighting for what is right. And you are so intuitive. That's why you are the Queen of Swords in the tarot. You are justice. Your major arcana is your essence about fighting for what is right. But if you embrace that inner love, if you just keep spreading your seeds with love, Libras, you attract beauty from all angles. You attract love from all angles. Your mission in life is just to find harmony with everything and to spread it. Why are you giving me the evil eye? What are you looking at there, Eric?
Hold on 1 second. I'll just clip this out. I just had to close a window so it wasn't making noise.
Do you want to start over? You want to edit that out?
No, I'm just going to edit this part out. We're fine. And I just wanted to get that.
So Libras, I want you to love yourself, and I want you to keep spreading who you are, because I've known so many Libras and they're just so beautiful, but there is that sense of, sometimes you just, I don't know, harp on the negative, and we can all get there. It's easy. But if you lean that into the positive, Libras, your energy is in the Empress. Every seed that you plant with your inner love and your inner beauty, you attract so much abundance and love from all aspects of life.
I love it. Libra the scales. I know you very well. Family members, the whole nine. Listen, that harmony and peace, you've got to also remember you are that and embody it. And remember, it's not the judge, jury, prosecution, and defense of your own court of laws. Because sometimes, Libra, you make everything transactional, and you don't want to do that. You really want to be on your highest vibration. You guys are the best event planners. You make everything look aesthetically gorgeous, darling. Simply beautiful. And when you guys are like in that space of your generosity, oh my God, Libras, you're freaking outstanding. You're the number one sign when it comes to earning money. You, as the young kids say, you get the bag, right? Libras get the bag. And what I also like is that you are brave, way more than you know. So stop, the sun is, and it's full in Libra. Stop being wishy-washy or insecure and just be confident, Libra. This new season, this week, Virgo season, walk in your confidence. You are more than enough. And guess what? You can do it on your own. You don't always have to be in partnership or always have to be worrying about what the other half or other people are doing. You got this, Libra. And I love you too. Scorpio.
Oh, Scorpios. Actually, Scorpios are truly magical creatures. And they're probably the most, even though they're water, I would say that Scorpios are calm, grounded, and they truly do have an essence about them of a deep knowing. The beautiful side of Scorpio is their creativity, how they can make people come together with love, their calmness. The dark side to a Scorpio is they can feed negative energies if they aren't in their right energy of who they truly are. Meaning things that keep happening to them, they can tend to lean towards the negative too much. But in all essence, Scorpios are very powerful. They're fixed water. And they truly are beautiful, intuitive, creative creatures. And it's the power of your love, Scorpios, of spreading your own peace and light that's going to show everybody that transformation is easier than people think.
I love that. Scorpios, you are transformation. You are empaths. Your energy is so magnetic. People want to drink you. You're powerful. And sometimes, I'm going to keep it real, you're emotional punks. You are so vague and secretive and don't reveal anything. And then you'll ask all these questions like you're a private eye because you want to know about other people. But when you open up, it's okay because you've got a depth of love and knowledge and experience to share. So open up more, right? Embrace and still stay in your energy, feel it, but embrace that people also need your wisdom. You know a lot, and when you share, it is well received and very powerful. It's so
Powerful would be
powerful.
the key word.
And
But good
I
with
appreciate it too.
higher
Like,
light of wisdom, a higher
yeah.
light.
And remember, you are the fixed water sign. So don't be so stubborn. And it's okay to laugh. Because secretly, you guys are very silly. A lot of people don't know. Oh, and Scorpio women, I know you. You're kind of queenie. You like to pick your men. Men can't just come up to you in the Stars and Cars lounge and start macking on you. You're like in the corner, like, I like him. Or I like her. You know, I like him. You know, so Scorpios, I know about you. All right. But I love you, Scorpios.
We both love you. Yes.
The
The mystical,
Archer.
the mysterious creatures. Okay.
Sag time.
Hey, Sagittarius. Love my Saggies. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. You know, Sagittarians are full of adventure, fire, creativity, charisma, but they tend to procrastinate. And, you know, it is a sign that you're my rising. I'm not here to bash anybody, but you tend to put things on the back burner because you're surrounded by your own angel temperance, which is beautiful. Patience. I feel that Sagittarians can create any life that they truly want if they take on the reins of their own horse. And, you know, Sagittarians, you really can't be fenced in. And at the same time, you should always follow your own sense of adventure. And if there's something around you that you need to take care of, I think your biggest thing that you need to do is just jump on it and handle it at that time. And as long as you go after everything you truly want with your own determination, your charisma, your charm, Sagittarians, every right door will open at the exact right time because you are ruled by Jupiter. Lucky damn Sagittarians. That's what I say about my Sagittarians.
Listen, Sag, I know you better than most. My grandfather, cousin, a bunch of friends. Sag, your sense of humor is off the charts.
It
You
is off the
are
chart.
magnificent storytellers. Sometimes, you know, you can be a little blunt, arrogant, and the exaggeration can be off the charts. You know, Virgo's in the corner like, that's not what happened. But Sag, one thing I love is that you are willing to expand your mind and consciousness and you zoom out to see all sides of the story. And that's how you get to the truth. You love that adventure and freedom. It is the bachelor and bachelorette sign. Sag is number one, Virgo is number two. But Sag, you got a big heart. And a lot of people don't know this, but the fire signs, super duper sensitive. And Sag is very sensitive. But when you kind of sit them down on one and you can get them to stop moving, because they'll be moving around when they're talking on their cell phone.
Oh, yeah. And
Right. But when you get them still, the deepest conversations you could ever have.
And the
So,
tears.
Sag,
I've been there.
thank you. And I love you. And stay seeking the knowledge and share it with others. Don't get preachy.
I always look at Sagittarians as kind of like the debutantes. Like they're just, you know, and when they're in a good energy, they just attract all the right people. They're the life of the party. People want to be around them.
They're very optimistic.
You know,
And I just
beautiful.
love it. So now it's time for both our moons. Capricorn.
Oh, beautiful Capricorns. Capricorns, I love you, but my moon sign is you, and it's Eric's as well. And it really does make me a prisoner to my job. Meaning, if I don't work, I feel guilty. If I do work, I feel like I got to do more work. I love Capricorns. It is determination to get up that hill. You can't stop a Capricorn. When they set their mind to something, they are going to achieve it. And no one is going to stop a Capricorn. The only thing I see with Capricorn sometimes is that they have a sense of stubbornness about not willing to change their view on certain things because they feel that their way is the right way and we all have to learn to bend. And if you're going through something in life where it feels challenging, take a step back and look at the bigger picture about, is it fulfilling you? Because I think Capricorns, you need to be easier on yourself about certain situations. I finally started taking time off from YouTube. I was just working. And I finally realized that I was burning myself out. And same with Eric. Me and Eric had a long talk, you know, and it was our emotional being that just felt that I have to do it. That's why the most CEOs in the world are Capricorns, because Capricorns are determined to get to the top of the mountain. They'll do 150 hours a week. They don't care.
Yep.
I love you for that. It's beautiful, because when I picked people for my deserted island, you were one of my picks. I said, Capricorn's going to be building that treehouse for it to stay in. They're going to work 3 days straight, and they won't stop until it's done. And it's going to be a masterpiece.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Capricorn, like Elena said, we know you very deeply with our moons. And, you know, what I love is that being the cardinal earth sign, you are the initiators, but the sea goat climbing up the mountain of success, you are the stabilizer and you will complete the mission. You sometimes need to start your own businesses and be entrepreneurs. But I love your optimistic energy. Yes, your mantra is work hard, then play hard. And boy, Capricorns, when you let your hair down and party, you don't play. You party hard. Your laugh is infectious, but sometimes you can't be. People don't think of Capricorns as stubborn, but yeah, Elena said it. You can be because it's ruled by Saturn, and you don't want to be so cold and rigid. At work, you're the first to hand in, even if you're a teacher, right? Your lesson plans, the first to do this at work, the first to do that. And you're kind of a trailblazer. But remember, tap into your inner kid because you have that Benjamin Button effect. Whether you're a Capricorn, someone rising, as you age and mature, you're going to get young again. And Capricorn,
hey.
we love your energy, Capricorn. And we love having you around at the lounge.
I love Capricorns. They're such beautiful people. Okay, so we're going to move on to
the water bearer,
Aquarius. Aquarians. You know I love my Aquarians. However, the good side of Aquarius, okay, we will always take that extra step to help other people, no matter what we're going through in life. I can be going through a major heartbreak. You can be going through the worst day of your life. But if there's somebody that you love that's going through something, your stuff gets put on the back burner to help that person, to let them know that it's going to be okay, that you're going to get through this. You're going to be all right. But Aquarians, you tend to sometimes be a little over opinionated about certain things. It's hard for Aquarians to sway their viewpoint on something when it's been proven to them over and over and over again that that person's not going to change. But at the same time, we have to realize that we're not here to change people. We're here to help people, because that's why the star is your major arcana. You have the star for a reason. You're here to help people heal, to show them that there is something before them with hope and faith and renewal. You are the star that is here to keep spreading it. But you got to remember that sometimes you need to take time out for yourself. And we have to change our viewpoint sometimes to bend towards other people. Just because we feel a certain way doesn't mean the other person feels the way we do. Because it can be a little harsh. Well, we can be like, well, I see it how it is. This is how it is. But we don't know what that person's been through. We don't, So Aquarians, don't forget who you are. You're the star.
Okay. Listen, Aquarius, the water bearer, the fixed air sign. You're freaking brilliant. You're unique. You're weird. You're different. And you are loved. You sometimes are better with groups of people and crowds. Sometimes the one-on-one, because people don't realize this about you, Aquarius. You're pretty sensitive too. And the water bearer, you're pouring out the wisdom and knowledge of higher consciousness. Aquarius, we need you. You push the envelope. You bring the innovation, right? And sometimes, you can be arrogant because you're kind of smarter than most people. But, your humility is where you show your magic.
I know. Is that true? Staying
and
humble.
Your authenticity is where you show your magic. When you trailblaze, it's not only something to watch and admire, but it's necessary to advance cultures and civilization in society. You just don't want to be stubborn and arrogant to leave others behind. But what I love about you, Aquarius, is that you're willing to have a good time. You're always up for something new. And the word new is just like Monday to you, right? You need something new. And you definitely work hard. And you're willing to be unconventional. So
and that's the best thing about Aquarius too, is that we just dance to the beat of our own drum. If I want to wear a red hat out with purple shoes,
you're not trying to copy anybody. And that's what I respect, because you got to be an original in my book. And Aquarius, you are a true original.
And we're the only ones that can pull that off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If we want to dress like a pimp daddy one day and go out, we'll get away with it. Because we just pull it off. Because we just
pimp it out, girl. So, Pisces in the house.
Oh, Pisces. Well, Pisces, sensitive, intuitive, very creative, very, very, very. This is how, and I was talking to Alana the other day, his wife, who's a Pisces, and I said, the thing with Pisces, and this is you're so connected. You're the last astrological sign, the 3D that we're on, because really where you're at is you're the 4D, meaning that if you would really trust your own intuition, it's always going to show you what's before you. And what happens is you get stuck in the 3D element, the energy, the heaviness of the earth. And I would say to Pisces, Pisces, Sometimes we have to realize that we have to take a time out and trust ourselves and understand that everything in life is about our own viewpoint on things, and realize that if you just trust that deep knowing you always have, it's never ever going to steer you wrong.
Mm.
You're one of the most intuitive creatures out there. The High Priestess is your major arcana.
Oh, wow.
So.
Okay. Pisces, the fish, you immutable water sign, you are magic, you're shapeshifters, you're psychics, you are intuitive. Sometimes, like Elena said, you do second guess yourself. You don't have to. You know, one thing that I love is that your creativity and your imagination, it is like bountiful, it's plentiful, it's off the charts. You have a good sense of humor, but you're kind of like the old grandma and grandpa of the zodiac, right? Even when you're little kids, you're always telling the other kids what to do and this and that. Well, sometimes you got to realize that's how you see it. Everybody doesn't want to do it your way. But I think when you kind of sit back and let things play out, you intuitively know how to help and assist and guide. And one thing I got to say about you guys, because I've learned it being married 17 years now, you are agape Christ-like love. You are pure love. Like, you show people what real unconditional love is. So Pisces, stay in that. And you fellas, I know you act all stoic, but a Pisces dude in a minute will make a love song mixtape or whip out a guitar or have some poems or pick flowers. So even being a tough Pisces guy, you know you got that creative side. So embrace it. You guys are so powerful. And Pisces, we all thank you. So
Yeah,
I
you're
love you,
beautiful
Pisces.
creatures.
Now our fathers, the Ram, Aries.
He had an Aries dad. I had an Aries dad. We have so much in common. It's just scary. Aries, I love you dearly. I mean, not everybody was blessed with a great father. I was. And I will say that Aries are very ambitious. They don't take no for an answer. If they really want something, they will figure out a way to get it. But sometimes they jump so hard that they don't even realize that it might come back and bite them in the ass. I love Aries, and you were my first pick for the deserted island, because I thought to myself, if we needed food, Aries is going to go in that jungle with their big stick, and then I don't care that there's a 50-foot rope constructor in there. I'm going to get us some food. Because Aries, you just take that leap of faith, and that's what I love about you. And I think the biggest thing that Aries has to get over is that maybe sometimes we have to take a step back and think a little bit about the consequences of what we're actually leaping into before we take that leap.
Yeah. I love that.
You guys have no baggage. You guys just go.
Yeah. Cardinal fire sign. You are the initiators of the zodiac, the start of the real new year. And
Astrological
Aries,
babies.
I love you. You are the tribal leaders and protectors. You are so important and so necessary. And you guys don't start any drama, right? You may step on somebody's toes, get into your goal, but you don't even realize it. You can be accident prone because you're head first, you run into everything, you are impulsive. Slow down, especially now with Saturn and Neptune in Aries, and Neptune's going to be there 2039, Saturn 2029. Aries, you really, when you decide to concentrate and focus and finish your task that you started, because you start many, nobody can stop you.
Nobody.
And you're not afraid of anything. We all need more of the courageous, brave energy that you lead and provide with, Aries. That's the North Star. So
there's not been one Aries I've ever met that I didn't like. I just think Aries, to me, they just make me smile.
Now,
they always have these ambitious dreams, and I'm just like, wow, and they go after them.
Oh yeah, but sometimes that no, maybe you got to accept it. You know what I mean? Sometimes we all face no sometimes. But one thing I will say about Aries, Aries said, what? O-N-N-O?
There is no N-O in my life.
Yeah.
No,
that's just O-N, on. I'm on. Yeah, I'm on. But, and they're very funny. But you know what I love? Aries, you're very pure. You're just pure people, And even in your 50s, especially I see this with the guys, you're like giant kids. They are like super fun all the time.
Yes. And remember, we're talking about the evolved people, because if we were to lean into the unevolved.
Yeah, we're not negative this show. We'll get to the negative sides another show, really. But
there's a good side and a bad side to every sign. But Aries, you are the babies for a reason. You are the shakers. You're here to get everybody up and moving and to follow their dreams and to go and take that leap of faith, because you make it happen.
Yeah. Thank you for doing it, Aries.
Thank you, Aries.
Taurus, the bull.
Yeah, my spouse, when they walk into a room, it's like a hurricane's blowing through. But so Taurus is, you know what?
boy.
I love, love, love you. I love all signs, but Tauruses to me are just structure. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, when Tauruses love, they love so hard. And when a Taurus, you know, if you're somebody watching this and you got burned by a Taurus, because if a Taurus truly loves you, a Taurus is commits with their full heart,
Yeah.
they're never going to burn you.
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but if they get burned, if they feel like you cheated on them or disrespected them, they literally will take their horns and close the steel door and not let anybody in. Tauruses are just beautiful people. The good side of a Taurus is their faith, commitment, loyalty, and they are very structured and they are very good with their money. For the most part, the Tauruses I know, they always plan for their future. They're very aggressive about going after it. The bad side to a Taurus, and I'm not here to demean anybody, is stubbornness. And I just feel that sometimes
I think
Taurus,
they're the most stubborn sign in the zodiac, honestly.
yeah, they're and don't take it personally,
Yeah.
you know, it's just that you get stuck on a situation and you won't let go of it. Now, that's the one thing that my spouse and I brought together with each other. They've taught me a lot about nurturing and staying grounded, and I've taught them a lot about changing their perspective and being open to something with a new viewpoint because I'm an Aquarius.
I like that.
So it really is two people, but you are beautiful. And I will say that even though you're fast drivers, you guys are the best dressers. You always smell good. You always like the finer things in life. My birthday and Christmas presents are amazing. But anyway, you put a lot of thought into that when you love somebody. You put a lot of thought into what's going to make them just shine. So I love you. You are my number one pick at a dinner party. And the reason why is because you'll be the first to arrive. You're going to look good. You're going to smell good. And
Yeah.
you always think of other people. And you're great conversationalists.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you were my number one choice too, Taurus. You're going to bring something good and you're going to look good and smell good. And I like that. Taurus, yeah, it's not a joke. You do drive fast. You know, you're like mini Mario Andretti's. You are stable. You're like that solid oak tree.
And there's
in
no
the furniture.
fear. There's no fear.
No
This is
fear.
not, I've been with two Tauruses in my life and I'm married
They're
to one now, but
fearless.
no
They are.
fear. You
Because
guys
it
just,
is the bull.
boom.
But I'll tell you this, Taurus, you know, really take advantage of your sensuality because it's not, people think sensuality, sex. No, sensuality is you are in tune with all aspects of Gaia, Mother Earth, and nature. Your senses are so heightened. Taurus, they don't like to shop online. They want to feel and smell and touch things, right? You're very practical and pragmatic. You're the fixed earth sign. You're Venus. You are luxury. You are class. You are so refined. Doesn't mean that like you know, Taurus can't be messy or this and that or whatever, but Taurus is like, they just got it. Like when they want to clean up and show out, you're not going to outshine a Taurus. They'll match like the shirt, the purse, the bag, or the men, the tie and the shoes and the, you know, and the belt. I love it. And Taurus, you know, one thing that's really inspiring, you being practical and pragmatic, you're very good at saving and investing the money. For the most part, you know, there's always some that aren't, but for the most part, like Elena said, you're thinking about the future and that legacy, like a Capricorn, and I love you for it, Taurus.
And counting your pentacles.
Yeah. Oh, they always have a great smirk. Tauruses have the smirk.
Oh, I know my spouse has the Elvis.
Yeah, that smirk. It's so great. It's classic. It's so great. I love it. So now, dun, 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 the twins.
Ah, beautiful Geminis.
Gemini.
I call them Geminis because they're just Geminis to me. But you know what? How can you not love a Gemini? And we've all had our bouts with them because, yes, they are the twins. You can see a good side and there's the bad side. 1 minute, the Gemini can walk in the room with full light and laughter and love. 2 hours later, another Gemini walks through the same one. It's like, who that? What? Where
did your other path go?
But you know what, Gemini, is you guys can really just lighten up every room with your sense of humor, your quick-wittedness. You're very creative. You're very nurturing. You're full of love. But I think your biggest test in life is about making the right choices and staying in the higher part of your own energy and knowing that as long as you keep spreading your love and light and connecting to the right people with your heart, it will always lead you in the right direction. Don't feed the negative, feed your positive.
Yeah. Gemini the twins. Oof. The mutable air sign. You are so funny and quick-witted, and you are the Jack and Jane of all trades, and you can master them. Multitasking, the concept, the definition, the word of it, it's you. You guys are brilliant. You can do multiple things. Now, ladies, sometimes your picker's off. You like the kind of the mysterious bad guy. You got to
I
stop
know they
that.
do, and they always end up with cancers. I noticed. I did a lot of readings over the years, and for some
They
reason, Gemini and
definitely.
Cancers always seem to find each other.
And wait, and I got to get on my Gemini fellas for a second. Make sure you're being faithful.
Yes.
Sometimes that can be an issue too. But listen, we love you, Geminis. One thing I love, your inquisitive nature. As a Virgo, I'm Mercury ruled too, but I'm more introspective, laid back in the cut. I admire how I call you the verbal slut. And I mean it with all the best love, because you are willing to talk to anybody, the homeless person, the CEO, the person at the grocery store, the bank, the gym, this person. Now, you'll talk to anybody and you're constantly getting input. You get so much information and you know so much about everything. And you're really very, very funny. My firstborn's a Gemini.
Comebacks are like this most of the time. But
I love Geminis. So Gemini, you're amazing.
Gemini, shine.
And you're always invited to the lounge.
Yes, remember to shine. That's what I'm going to say to you. I think Gemini's was one of your pick on your road trip, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You had the Gemini and the Sagittarius in the back seat.
Yeah. Now it's moon time.
Cancers.
Go for the Cancers.
Beautiful Cancerians. Oh, Cancers. I love you. And I'm going to tell you why I love you. You get an evolved Cancer, and you get one that's just really into their own intuition and their own inner heart and bettering themselves and the world around them. Everybody wants to be around you, and I think that sometimes you get caught up in a place of feeling the world is against you. And in all reality, no one's against you. You're against yourself sometimes because you keep your heart closed off. And we can't read you, Cancers. You're very hard to read. For me, as an Aquarius, you're very hard to read. But when you open your heart up, oh my goodness, what's there is amazing. Yeah. Just pure divine water energy, pure love. I mean, you are the teachers of teaching love and also determination with your intuition and will. But Cancers, the other side of you is sometimes you can get so fixated on a situation that you don't know how to let go. I mean, we all have to learn to let go. We all have to realize that there's a part of ourselves that sometimes it's not worth fighting for because we want it so badly. I feel that if you're an evolved Cancer, you're really in tune with what is going to be important to you, and love is what's most important to you, and loyalty and just happy family life in your own surroundings of comfort. And Cancers, you're beautiful. I just think that when you're in tune with yourself, it's like you're this divine water creature that I just want to be around you even more, it's just pure love and just, I love them. I just do.
Well, Cancer, the crab, the cardinal water sign, you are the moon. You are emotions and sensitivities. But guess what? That's not a dirty word. Because you feel so deeply, therefore you know. And you need to trust your intuition more. That sensitivity, sometimes you can retreat and go back into your shell. Sometimes you like to dish out the jokes. You guys are really funny.
Oh my gosh, I know.
But then you don't like when the jokes come back at you sometimes. So, got to be fair, Cancer. But, you are providers and protectors. You turn a house into a home. And my favorite aunt, RIP, she was a Cancer and just so nurturing. And even Cancers, when you discipline people, it's with kind compassion, but slow, piercing words. And you'd be like, oh, the Cancer, But you're something powerful in the zodiac. You are one of the most pure signs. You're ruled by the moon. And,
Well, they're also the Queen of Cups in the minor arcanas, and they're the Chariot. So that's their major arcana, will, determination with their intuition, and they know when to go and know when to stop. But what happens sometimes, well, sometimes you leave people hanging because you're kind of like not sure yet. And so you're waiting for your own intuition. And people are like, where did Cancer go? What happened to Cancer? Where did Cancer go? Because and I get it, believe me. But I just feel that you are here for a reason, to show people to be open to everything with pure love and to embrace things with love. And it's one of your big things, Cancers. You're pure love.
They're great friends, and they're nurturing and caring. And so even if you're a Cancer and you don't have kids, you still look out and care for all children, right? It takes a village. And that's what I love. You're really very loyal in that tribe family aspect. It means a lot to you. So Cancers, keep on showing up and providing that love, that milk and honey, and a warm cup of soup Because that's what Cancers, they got you covered. They're going to take good care of
Oh,
you, Cancers.
be open with your heart. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Now.
Uh-oh. Da-na-na-na. For Leos.
The lion.
The lion. Leos. Who couldn't love a Leo? Because when Leo's in their sun, they just attract everything from all aspects of life. There are so many beautiful sides to a Leo. And, I love Leos when they're in their own beautiful energy. I mean, it just it feels like a warm hug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The best hug. They give the best hugs.
Yeah, but the other side to Leo is sometimes Leos, not all Leos, get consumed with their ego, their pride, and they tend to want to be in the spotlight so much. Not all of you, and I'm not here, just like Aquarius, I'm not here to bash anybody, but the negative side of a Leo is sometimes you get consumed with your own ego and pride that you push yourself in the spotlight when you don't need to. Because as long as you embrace your own inner shine of love and light and optimism, you will always attract everything from all angles. There's never a need to show yourself in a way that you need everybody to look at you, because you just shine when you want to shine.
Yeah, it's a natural shine. You have the natural spotlight already on you.
Yeah, and your courage and determination I talk about all the time. I said, you can knock a Leo down, but they're going to get right back up in the race.
Oh yeah.
You're going to lick your wounds and be like, I'm conquering this. I mean, you're full of courage, your grace, your kindness, your generosity. You don't even know what you attract from that alone.
Yeah, and their smiles.
They're joys to be around, but I've seen the dark side of Leos too, and
we all have.
It's like a pit bull with tenacity. When they get pissed off, they're going to hold on and they're going to show you what you did was wrong, and not in a physical way, but they have a lot of tenacity. They don't know when to let go.
Yeah. Well, Leo the lion, that fixed fire sign. I know you better than most. My sons, I got the Taylor twins are Leos, and you are light. You wake up, the sun's up, you're up, and then when you crash, like you're like out, like Leos as children, you better go apologize to your mama, because I know the truth. You're very messy. But you're so generous. You're so much fun. And you are just walking light. When you smile, it lights up a room. The Leo ladies especially give the warmest hugs. You're funny. You're dramatic. You're dynamic. You are brave and courageous. You're a natural leader. You're the entertainer, the politician. But Leo, you cannot get so prideful, like she said, and self-centered and selfish and stubborn and arrogant. When you are being generous and you share your spotlight and your sunlight, you make others feel like the best versions of themselves.
Oh, right.
That is a pure gift.
The gift. No one. My mom was a double Leo, Eric.
Oh my God. No one gives that gift like a Leo.
And, she had to break down a lot of her own walls, and because she turned out to be, she was a master metaphysical teacher, but she taught me a lot about getting over our own ego and pride. And, she always said, pride cometh before the fall. But one thing, when anybody who ever attacked me or anybody ever did to me, I know a Leo mom, maybe a dad too, you don't mess with the Leo's cubs.
No, you do not. Leos do not play that. Don't mess with my babies. But Leo, also remember, your smile and your laugh.
I know, you're so full.
Priceless.
Lights up the whole room.
Stay on that high vibration, because one thing you are, like Taurus being classy, you are the regal king and queen. And when you stay in that higher vibration, it's something to bestow. It
really is.
I love you, Leo.
This is a Leo when they're in their sun. Just light. Everybody wants to be around the light. Leos.
I love it. So we got all 12 signs.
Yeah.
Time to pull some tarot cards and let us know how we're rolling out for this last week of August.
We want to talk about what skit are we going to do this week. We've done some great skits, and like I did the one with the elevator, and I had picked Sagittarius. You probably heard that trailer. I didn't get to finish it, but the reason I had picked a Sagittarius because they would come up with some crazy scheme to get out of there, like take our clothes off, let's make a giant rope, we'll climb up in that hole, we'll get ourselves out, we'll be butt ass naked, but we'll figure it out once we get out of here. I mean, your sense of adventure is wild. All right. So, I think that we're going to start doing that more and more. And when we go live, we'll be asking all your questions.
And don't forget, come join us Friday, September 19th for our first live.
Oh,
It's going to be awesome.
Okay, let's see what Source wants to talk about today, shall we? Oracles,
Yes.
but this is straight for you for the week, for everyone. What would you like to say? I have a flipper. To everyone today. I know a lot of people like to see me shuffling cards because sometimes they land in unusual places. What messages do you have for everyone today? Thank you.
She's the best, you guys, with those
Thank you. What messages? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the Five of Wands is under the deck with the Ten of Wands and a new opportunity with the Heart. Ace of Cups, you guys, is like a new lease of love on life. And we don't understand that. We always have new opportunities around us. But as long as you keep carrying around weights from the past that are creating your own burdens in life or allowing other people, because this is the combat zone. This is Five of Wands is Mars energy, but it's just people's friction, fighting with others, people coming into our own place of peace.
It's not worth it. It's not worth the fight.
They create burdens. Source is saying, why even deal with this? Why deal with anger?
Yeah.
Why deal with things that make you upset? Why not go after the things in life that you want with an open heart? Mm-hmm. I have an Ace of Pentacles. I have the beautiful Chariot, Cancerian energy. And then they gave me gateways are open for your own happiness. But this card and the Ten of Wands, this is all fire energy. But this card, the Four of Wands, is about gateways open. But we can't have these gateways open until we learn to release things that we've been carrying around for far too long or feel like we have to take on more than we need to.
Yeah.
It creates your own energy of not flourishing. The Chariot with the Ace of Pentacles, follow your own will and determination towards the things that you truly want in life. And Ace of Pentacles is telling me as long as you trust your intuition and have the determination to move forward with things, there's always a golden opportunity that waits for us. Yeah. We have to maneuver towards it. It's not going to come to everybody, but know when to go and know when to just wait a minute.
I love that.
And Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. This is actually Virgo energy. The Nine of Pentacles is achievement and self-mastery. And the Seven of Earth is saying, you know, we all, like I had said in a reading a little while ago about we're our own piece of work. We're our own master, how do I say this? A mastery in work, an achievement in work.
Self-mastery is the key. When you know thyself, everything else is possible. And that's self-love. It's so important, you guys.
Right. And since this is all earth energy and Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy, it's saying, you know, keep investing in something that you truly want. Keep nurturing your own tree. Keep investing in what you want to achieve with yourself. Stop being so consumed with what you're trying to achieve for everybody else. Put the work into you and achieve a masterpiece.
I love that. And, you know, that represents the energy right now because truth be told, you guys, with this eclipse, it's actually what they would call a partial solar eclipse because the South Node in Virgo, also known as K2, the dragon's tail is at 18 degrees and the sun and moon is 0 degrees. So it's also asking us to kind of like purge, release, whether it's the gut, stop eating the bad food that's not good for you, right? Release some of the hoarding and the clothes. We don't need like 50 million of the same thing. You know, like it weighs you down. When you let things go and maybe donate it to charity or give it to a friend or a neighbor or whatever, you also bring in the energy for new things to come into your life.
That is so true.
It's really important to embrace that and to know this is this new beginning of this eclipse, to really just exist in the new you. And that self-mastery and the self-love, get there, get in the mirror, get in there and say some positive words to yourself. It won't hurt you, I promise you. It's so important for you to tell yourself that you love yourself.
I have one more message. You guys ready? So I have the Magician and the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is working with other people, creating something new in your life to create a triangle of stability. But the Magician is saying to everyone, how can we achieve something with more stability and structure and working with the right people unless we put our own energy into work? Meaning that, you know, the Magician is our energy. Everything in this universe is energy, and our energy is what starts to create. If there's something more you want in your life right now, start to put the work into something one thing at a time. Watch your own actions when you're working with other people. And once again, I believe, you know, if people aren't treating you right, stay in your own bubble of knowing what you deserve. And just don't be mean about it, but just stay in your own energy of
But like, I choose me.
I choose me.
And that's okay. You know what I mean? It's more than okay. You guys, thank you for coming to our special lounge. We're going to have so much fun. Make sure you comment down below, right? Let us know different things you'd, like to see or hear. And this is going to be a fun journey and a fun ride. I'm excited.
Yep, I think so too. And this is just one episode, so we're just getting footing here. You guys, we are going to have a lot more fun. We're going to pick up some topics that we all want you to come in and join. This time, we're not going to do any episodes of one of our crazy schemes we've been thinking about, but we will bring those up. So.
Stay tuned for the next Stars and Cards Lounge episode.
Yeah,
and remember, do not put it on your calendars now. Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, September 19th. There's nowhere else you need to be.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, September 19th, I'll be here.
Yeah, the Stars and Cards Lounge. Yep. You got to come show up and show out. You're going to get astrology readings, tarot card readings. You're going to get laughter. You're going to get fun. You're going to get some questions answered.
Yep. And I just want you all to know that, I love all of you. We both love all of you. And that I'm going to say this real quick because I've been saying it lately. And, all of our circumstances, no matter what we're going through in life, is really not by chance. It's really made by us. And we have to watch our actions every day. We have to watch the way we think. We have to watch the way we treat other people. But as soon as we start doing that inner work, you guys, I can't even not tell you how the bubble expands of what you're about to attract in life. And it's magnificent.
Yes.
So stay in you guys spread your love and light. We need you more now than ever. All right.
I love that. And being very intentional, right? The kindness with your words, but also those thoughts, the negative thoughts, cut them off here. Don't let them go down the escalator and come out the boca. Muy malo, not nice.
Yeah. I zap light. All right, you guys. Thank you for viewing us today. Have a blessed day.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see y'all next time.